Good evening. Welcome to Grandma's Attic Music Review. Yep, it's yucky out. We're in the middle of the winter, but you're tucked in at home in front of your TVs, watching this show, which means what's going to happen is you're going to get some good music pumped into your ears. I can guarantee that tonight. Not always do I sit back with complete 100% guaranteeism that the show is going to be amazing. Tonight's one of those nights I have that. This gentleman has paid his dues. He's an incredible musician. He's invested in other performers' music. He gives back to his community, and he's going to sing for you and play for you, and then we're going to talk. So sit back, relax, have a beverage, maybe some popcorn, snuggle under the blankets, and please welcome into your heart and into your home, Lee Totten.
Feelings.
No.
I'm just kidding. I may be right here, right now, here with you, but there's no doubt that I'm never really close or miles away. 'Cause we can take some time tonight, time to make you feel alright, and we can talk, but I won't hear a word you say. I still want you close to me, even if it's hard to be when I'm always searching for something. Cause I'm wondering out loud to you, latest thing that I can do to finally find life I need to feel alive. 'Cause you and I were soldier on, so much time has come and gone, and you are trying to be strong so you'll survive. Wish that I could change somehow, wish that I could stop right now, but I'm always searching for something, searching for something. And if I had everything, would that be enough for me, or would I still be searching for something? searching for something, searching for something, searching for something. Thank you all so much. So as Don mentioned, my name is Lee Totten. I'm a singer-songwriter, originally from Boston, Massachusetts, but I've been knocking around Hartford, Connecticut for the past 25 years. In fact, I've been driving pretty much any place that'll let me for the past 25 years, which means as a result, I have played well over 1,000 bars, several hundred clubs, a few dozen theaters, a couple amphitheaters, one dog show, and one funeral. In case you're curious, nobody claps when you finish a song at the funeral. It just gets really, really quiet. Then again, maybe the Macarena wasn't the best choice. I'm not sure. But you may notice it turns out I either write depressing songs or drinking songs. I'll be honest, I have yet to spend enough money on therapy to figure out exactly why that is, but you needn't worry. I'm not overly depressed, and I don't drink to an alarming excess that often, but it seems like every time I hang out with Dot, that tends to happen, so we'll see what happens here, but this one's a drinking song.
Woohoo!
Well, it's another Friday night, and I'm standing near a bar, and I'm singing, and I'm drinking, and it feels good so far. Sometimes, in fact, I wonder just what it is I've done. Truth be told, I'm having too much fun. 'Cause I don't need no 9 to 5, I don't need no fancy car. Singing and I'm drinking, and it feels good so far. I don't need to make no living, I'm living mighty fine. Singing and I'm drinking, and it's taking all my time. Well, this man who comes up to me from behind a shirt and tie, he says, "Lee, you don't seem too happy." I just looked him in the eye. I said, "Hey now, right there, mister, well, this ain't no frown you see. As long as I play, you know, all my drinks are free. 'Cause I don't need no 9 to 5, I don't need no fancy car. Singing and I'm drinking, and it feels good so far. I don't need to make no living, I'm living mighty fine. Singing and I'm drinking, and it's taking all my time." I don't play guitar near as well as Frank Vielli, so you're gonna have to make up your own guitar solo right here. Now, I told y'all this was a drinking song, and that's true, it is. But it's also a song about playing music for a living. Because when you play music for a living, there is one question you get asked more than any other question. Actually, no, the question you get asked the most is, "Hey, man, do you have any drugs?" Because apparently there's a rumor out there that musicians do drugs. I'm here to tell you that that's not true. Musicians, we're fine, upstanding citizens. In fact, we spend most of our time during the day brushing up on Nietzsche, diving deep into the mysteries of quantum physics. And for some of us, loads and loads of Bible study, because I figure I need all the help I can get. The question you get asked second most is, "Hey, man, what is it you do all day?" Like, I see you show up at the club at 8 o'clock on a Friday, then Saturday you're like 300 miles away. What happens all that time during the day? I've endeavored to explain about all that Nietzsche, and of course quantum physics, because wave-particle duality really freaks me out. Thank you. Nobody ever claps for wave-particle duality. I appreciate it. And of course Bible study. But the simple truth is, when you play music for a living, especially when you're like me and you became known for a song about Jägermeister, there are occasionally certain occupational hazards that make the morning come rather inconveniently early. And sometime it might take the better part of the day to feel like yourself again. There's a verse about that. Now some of you might wonder, it's what I do all day, what the bottle does do to me, I let the good Lord take away. 'Cause when my head stops hurting, it'll be dark by then. It's just a matter of time till I'll be at that bar again. 'Cause I don't need no 9 to 5, I don't need no fancy car. Singing and I'm drinking and it feels good so far. I don't need to make no living, I'm living mighty fine. Singing and I'm drinking and it's taking all my time. I'm just singing and I'm drinking and it's taking all my time. I'm just singing and I'm drinking. It's taking all my sweet love and time. Thank you so much, studio audience. I like to joke that I was playing the socially distant shows long before they were popular. Back in the mid-90s, you could find me playing to 3 people and they were nowhere near each other. Flat, broken, busted once again. Well, I've been here before, my friends. Don't have a job, don't have a life. Only one who'll have me is my wife. 'Cause I read the papers yesterday. Hope to find a job where I could stay. They only pay nickels and dimes. And I think that it's a waste of my time. I think I'll play the lottery. 'Cause one chance is all it takes for me. Win $1 million, then never have to work again. If I only play the lottery. I'll buy a ticket, maybe 2. 'Cause I've got a system that can't lose. 'Cause I've got a backup that won't miss. I could make a career out of this. I think I'll play the lottery. One chance is all it takes for me. Win $1 million, then never have to work again. If I only play the lottery. 'Cause I'm waiting on that prize patrol, driving to my life and make it right. 'Cause I'm waiting on that late night news. Tell me I'm a millionaire. Tell me I'm a millionaire tonight. Think I'll play the lottery. 'Cause one chance is all it takes for me. Sell 1 million albums, then remember, albums never have to work again. If I only play, if I only play, yeah, if I only play the lottery. Thank you so much. I think it might be over when I am completely sober, and I've got this noose around my neck, wondering what comes next. It turns out falling on bad luck goes hand in hand with falling into ruts. I yell, I fight, then it's alright until I yell again, 'cause maybe this is what I deserve. Another bad day begins, 'cause it's a bad day again. As days turn into weeks, turn into months, turn into years, and I'm stuck here. It's obvious I failed, it's evident my ship has sailed. Well, I was standing on the shore, believing every lie they told me. Sobering as hell the moment I could finally tell that I was never gonna win, in spite of all the dreams they sold me. Maybe this is what I deserve. Another bad day begins, 'cause it's a bad day again. Days turn into weeks, turn into months, turn into years, and I'm stuck here, 'cause I'm stuck here. I know what y'all are probably thinking. You're chilling out at home, it's a nice night, you're watching Grandma's Attic, and I'm up here playing a depressing song. It's all right, I've heard the lyrics. Friends, we got enough things to worry about. I do not want you to be depressed while watching Grandma's Attic. So just for you guys, we're gonna do a depressing song sing-along. It's all right, you can sing along at home. Just tell me that you did. I'll teach you all the words. So the words are la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la. Everybody got that? I can do it one more time if you need. And just so you know, so far the record is held by Cleveland, Ohio for audience participation, but I think y'all can do way better than that. So I'm gonna sing the bridge, then we'll get to the depressing song sing-along. 'Cause I can feel it start to change me, nothing here is gonna save me. I don't wanna merely get by, 'cause all my youthful optimism died along my ambition. Now I'm hoping just to survive, 'cause that's no lie. La 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 la. I'll give you one more to get warmed up. La 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 la. All right, here we go. You guys ready? I can hear you at home. La 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 la. Yeah, maybe this is what I deserve. 'Cause sometimes trouble comes 'cause it's earned. Yeah, maybe this is what I deserve. Pretty sure this trouble I've earned. Another bad day begins, 'cause it's a bad day again. Days turn into weeks, turn into months, turn into years, and I'm stuck here. 'Cause I'm stuck here. 'Cause I'm stuck here. Thank you all for singing along. We need more sing-alongs in the world. Is it right if I play you guys a vacation song? So I I had a few days off between shows back in March down in Florida, and one of my favorite things to do is to go explore wherever I am. There's a saying in the music business that they would, you play the shows for free, but what they really pay you for is all the traveling in between. I don't necessarily feel that way. I love the traveling. Like I said, I love going to some place I've never been, finding some small town with a small population, going to the local bar and asking the folks there what I should go do and see, because I have discovered that no matter where you go in this great country of ours, there is always cool stuff to learn about local history, local traditions, local customs, and sometimes you learn something so cool you end up writing a song about it. So this is my vacation song. Before we start, I would like to personally thank the folks that gave me this song. So wherever they may be tonight, a special shout out to Officer Bennett, Attorney Morris, and all the fine folks in the Bay County court system for my vacation song. Oh, Panama City, Panama City, the weather is nice and your beaches are pretty. But Panama City, I have to admit, no booze on the beach kind of makes you a jerk. It was the first week of March, needed a break, went to Panama City, 'cause the weather seemed great. I grabbed a beer for a walk on the beach, my toes hit the sand and some cop yelled out, freeze. Oh, Panama City, Panama City, weather is nice and your beaches are pretty. But Panama City, I have to admit, no booze on the beach kind of makes you a jerk. Well, I stood there in place, not sure what I'd done. Did she think I had meth or maybe a gun? Well, in Panama City, either of those are just fine, but a drink on the beach, that's a serious crime. Oh, Panama City, Panama City, the weather is nice and your beach is pretty. But Panama City, I have to admit, no booze on the beach kind of makes you a jerk. I know what some of y'all are thinking at home. You're going, Lee, I thought you were a songwriter. I'm like, I thought I was too. You go, yeah, but if I go to a Brian Titus show, all the lyrics in his choruses actually rhyme. And admit and jerk do not rhyme. That's true. We're on television. I can't use the word that rhymes with admit, because I got to think about the children. Well, she cuffed me and ID'd me right there in the sand. Said actions have consequences, did I understand? She gave me a notice that I should appear in court to answer for the crime of having a beer. Oh, Panama City, Panama City, the weather is nice and your beach is pretty. But Panama City, I have to admit, no booze on the beach kind of makes you a jerk. Well, I want to thank you all for listening, maybe being a fan, for buying some of that merch that I brought in the van. I'd like to say that I don't need the dough, but I'll give you one guess where tonight's money will go. Oh, Panama City, Panama City, the weather is nice and your beach is pretty. But Panama City, I have to admit, no booze on the beach kind of makes you a jerk. No booze on the beach. Just in the month of March, kind of makes you a jerk. A $2,500 vacation song right there. If you happen to go to Panama City in the month of March, I have it on good authority that it is a second-degree misdemeanor to possess alcohol on the beach. Don't ask me how I know. Most of these stories are true. I do my best to keep my life in a state of chaos, so I always have more stories to tell. Woke up on the kitchen floor, breath smells just like cow manure. What I did last night, yeah, I'm not sure. Thank you, Jägermeister, I want to thank you. Thank you, Jägermeister, I want to thank you. Thank you, Jägermeister. Drink a bottle every day, sometimes two, but that's okay. No, I can't tell if I'm straight or gay. It's 2025, who even cares? Thank you, Jägermeister, I want to thank you. Thank you, Jägermeister, I want to thank you. Thank you, Jägermeister, yeah. Now, originally, that's all there was to the song. Just those true verses till we started drinking that stuff. Strange things started to happen. We figured rather than forget about it, we would write it all down. So the following is all true. Although the names have been changed, protect the intoxicated in most cases. So I woke up in Jim Bates' bed. I don't know really where I am, but I'm in bed with another man. Thank you, Jägermeister, I want to thank you. Thank you, Jägermeister, I want to thank you. Thank you, Jägermeister. 'Cause I got married yesterday, now I'll never be the same. Well, I only wish I knew her name. Thank you, Jägermeister, 'cause my mother-in-law is drinking up, says that she can't get enough. Oh my God, she's throwing up. Thank you, Jägermeister, I want to thank you. Thank you, Jägermeister, I want to thank you. Thank you, Jägermeister, yeah. Now, believe it or not, I used to make a living playing this song. God bless America. Mom and Dad were so proud of all that money they spent on college. In that time, I spent a lot of nights driving up and down the highways of the state of Connecticut. In fact, there was this one time I was headed south on Route 9 in Middletown at about 2 a.m. I mean, I thought I was doing real good because I had the white line of the road lined up right down the middle of my car, and I figured long as it went straight, so would I. It was right about then I happened to pass a state police officer who took exception to my driving style. He turned on his lights, pulled me over, told me to step out of the car and take off my glasses. For whatever reason, I felt obligated to explain to the officer that without my glasses, I couldn't see anything. He stopped me right there and he said, "Son, this ain't exactly a vision test." I knew what he meant. I knew I was going to have to stand on one foot and walk in a straight line and all sorts of other crazy things. And honestly, I just wanted to go to Denny's. And I remember back in the day, my good friend Kevin, the afternoon guy, used to play this song on Radio 104 in Hartford every Friday afternoon. And as it turns out, I had a few police officer friends that were big fans of this song. And I thought maybe, just maybe, if I told this officer that I'm the guy known for that song about Jaeger, and it turns out he was a fan, he might be so excited he'd shake my hand, be glad to meet me, ask for my autograph, and let me go to Denny's without doing all that other stuff. Then I remembered it's 2 a.m. on the side of the road in Hartford, Connecticut. If it turns out that this guy is not a fan of that song, and he hears that I wrote one about Jaeger, he might get suspicious. Search my trunk and find all that other stuff that was not legal back then. So I did my best. I walked in a straight line. Whatever I did was just great. He let me go. I made it to Denny's at 3 a.m. I had a grand slam. It was awesome. By the way, if you ever have a chance to play in Paris, France like I did this year, and you happen to play this song, and you start to tell the stories about Denny's and the Grand Slam, you should know that people in Paris have no idea what a Denny's is or what a Grand Slam is. And the more you explain it, the less funny it gets. Friends, I vowed that I would sing this song every place I ever go, just in case, well, just in case anybody here happens to be a state police officer. Anybody? No. Maybe your brother-in-law's a state police officer. Heck, maybe y'all at home will drive home before I do, and you'll go real fast, take a lot of chances. That way they'll have you pulled over when I go swerving on by. Here's my insurance verse. Well, Connecticut state troopers, they are the best. Do their job with zeal and zest. Man, I wish I'd studied for the breathalyzer test. Thank you, Jägermeister. I want to thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Jägermeister. I want to thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Jägermeister. I want to thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Jägermeister. I want to thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Jägermeister. We're going to do the big ending just for the folks at home.
Woohoo! I don't know, with that ending, do you want to do one more and then come talk to me?
Yeah, I can do that.
That sounds cool. Do it.
This is a song I wrote in a parking lot in Northampton, Massachusetts on a Monday night. I happen to remember that because Sunday, the day before, Radio 104 had me out on Earth Day to play at Bushnell Park in front of like 20,000 people, which was pretty cool. Now, I'm not saying those 20,000 people came to see me, because they didn't. But the fact remains, I was on stage and there were 20,000 of them. The next night, I went up to Northampton, Massachusetts, a little place called the Fire and Water Cafe, which was a coffee house that had an open mic on Monday nights. I had a lot of friends in that area, and I thought if I went to the open mic and I played the owner my songs, maybe I could get a gig there sometime. All my friends would come out, we drink coffee, have a great time. But here's the thing, if you got a gig at the Fire and Water Cafe, they didn't actually pay you, but they would put a big metal yellow Tonka truck out in front of the stage, and presumably whatever money got put in the Tonka truck, you could take home. So I went to the open mic, and I sat there patiently as a bunch of 15-year-old kids played 23-minute-long songs about teenage angst with no discernible chorus. Then I went up and I played my 3-minute songs, and I'll be honest, I was feeling pretty good about it because, like I said, day before I'd played in front of 20,000 people, and they thought I did all right. I got done my set, and I went to the owner. I said, "Hey, man, I'd really love to come here sometime and play a gig, for the Tonka truck money." He said, "I tell you what, you come to a bunch more open mics and we'll see what we can do." Friends, as I walked to my car that night, I thought, man, yesterday I played for 20,000 people. Today I can't get a free gig at a coffee house. Well, that doesn't sum up the music business. I don't know what does, and this song just kind of popped on out. Maybe I don't give a damn, maybe it's the way I am, maybe I don't understand the things I do. Maybe I still want to try, even if I don't know why I'll be this way until I die, or I'll make it through. Highs and lows and highs and lows and highs and lows, bringing me down. Highs and lows and highs and lows and highs and lows, bringing me down. Maybe it's just suicide, baby, it's a wild ride. Maybe I don't have the pride to carry me through. 'Cause maybe I just work too hard, carrying no business card. Yeah, maybe I should mow the yard and finally please you. Highs and lows and highs and lows and highs and lows, bringing me down. Highs and lows and highs and lows and highs and lows, bringing me down, yeah. One more quick story. It's only take like 14, 15 minutes or so. I used to open up for this dance band in Worcester, Massachusetts. And there was nothing more exciting than being the acoustic guy opening up for the dance band because the audience is so excited to see you. But I'm up there playing this song and I noticed these two girls were kind of singing along at the choruses. And I thought, that's cool. That never happens to the acoustic guy. Friends, there's a reason the phrase rock star exists in the common vernacular, but the phrase folk star does not. And I'll be honest with them, singing along, I thought for one brief moment that maybe, just maybe, I might have a chance. I got done my set and I walked off stage and those two girls came up to me. They said, hey, we had a question about that last song you were playing. I thought, cool. They dig my music. They said, during the choruses, were you really singing eyes and nose? Friends, the lyric is highs and lows, not eyes and nose, and I realized two very important things in that moment. Number one, I did not have a chance. And number two, those two girls thought that I was singing a Barney song. But they sang along, that's all that matters. So highs and lows, eyes and nose, it don't matter to me. Here's the last verse. Yesterday was shot to hell, now everything is going well. I guess it's just you just can't tell how it goes. Told you I was doing fine just before I lost my mind. Yes, I told you just in time, and now you know. Highs and lows and highs and lows and highs and lows, bringing me down. Highs and lows and highs and lows and highs and lows, bringing me down.
Woo! Awesome. So while Lee's coming over here and getting mic'd up and all that happy stuff, let me remind you that this is a community, and when we help our neighbors, right, we build our community. The kids are running around with no socks and no shoes. Help them out. Check on your elderly neighbors. Make sure they have fresh water and heat. Do the things that we need to help each other out, especially now. If you need help doing it, get a hold of me. You know how to find me. We're going to talk to Lee now. This will be so much fun. Oh, my gosh.
It'll be
oh, my gosh.
It'll be something. You had me all stressed out with that intro.
You did.
Oh, my God.
It was fun. So I have only seen you perform 2 songs until today.
Yep.
I've checked out, live. I've seen you perform things that I've checked out on videos and stuff, but that doesn't count.
I
agree. You're so animated live, and it's so much fun to watch you perform. When you did the Panama City song, the night of our Shelter from the Storm show, I was like, he's doing that song in this atmosphere.
Yeah.
It was kind of ballsy.
I appreciate that.
Right? How in the world did you think you could get away with doing a song about an expensive vacation in a homeless fundraiser?
Well, I looked at the sheer volume of talent that we had on stage that night.
Absolutely.
Playing all of their very earnest songs, incredible heartfelt songs.
Right.
And I thought, what can I do that's different?
And you did.
And I tried.
You killed it. You killed it. It was so much fun. And then you did it here. I was like, I love that song.
Yeah, I struggle between writing silly songs or writing serious songs.
Uh-huh.
And the Jaeger song was the first time that happened, where it was like, here's this silly song, but I also write songs about my feelings.
Right.
And
well, that kind of brings it all together, right? That Jaeger song?
Yeah, sort of. Yeah, we've drank a lot of Jaeger over the years.
Over 31 years ago, almost closer to 32, Jägermeister came out, right? I was a bartender. And I had to try this new alcohol that was being presented in my bar. Had my name, Dot's Cafe. It wasn't my bar, but it had my name on it. I tasted it. I'm going to tell you right now, why would anybody drink Vicks Formula 44D for sheer enjoyment. That was the one and only time I ever drank. It tastes like cough medicine. Never again. You can have all that you want.
I don't know that it was out of enjoyment. I think you drank it because you could. It was sort of like a badge of honor.
Oh my God.
And then it just snowballed from there.
It was bad stuff.
Yeah, the
People got really wasted
Yes.
on Jägermeister.
The downside of having a song about Jägermeister is that my children growing up would be playing Little League or something and go, Dad, why did he ask if you're the Jaeger guy? But all good. As a dear friend of mine once said, at least they know you for something. So
Well,
take whatever we can get.
got to be famous for something. So let's talk a little bit about the reality of Lee. When did you realize, I know you were young, when did you realize that music was a thing that you had to do?
You know, it's funny, I didn't actually come to it until later. I think it was in high school that I got my first guitar. But even from the beginning, like I didn't want to learn how to play a guitar solo, I wanted to learn how to write songs. So the storytelling and having the songs mean something has always been sort of at the core.
Right.
And then I got very fortunate. In high school, I had a friend who went to Berkeley School of Music, and he needed some songs for a recording project. So that was the first recordings I ever did, was with him and all of his talented friends.
Nice.
Yeah, and then my parents happened to move down the road from a world-class recording studio in central Massachusetts called Longview Farm. And I ended up getting to know the folks there, and they recorded one of my songs, and the people that recorded it became my first band, and my producer, and my engineer. So I've been very fortunate to have had the experiences that I've had. Yeah, music is like breathing. Songwriting is like breathing.
And you've done some pretty important stuff. You've traveled with some known people, and you've done some known stuff. What are some of the favorite gigs that you can remember that just pop in your mind when you write your life story, that these are going to end up in the book?
You know, last year even was one that was really fun. I had the opportunity to open up for a country band in Duluth, Minnesota.
Okay.
I don't know anybody in Duluth, Minnesota.
Right.
And as you can tell, my stuff is not really country music.
No, it's not.
But I thought, I have an acoustic guitar, I have a drinking song, we'll see what happens. So I drove 4 hours from where I was to Duluth, went to this place. The band couldn't have been any nicer, a band called the Joe Stam Band, and they gave me 45 minutes in front of 150 of their fans who didn't know who I was, didn't pay to see me, and I'm standing between them and the thing they actually want to see.
Right.
But by the time that was done, we were all like best friends. That show was so much fun. Just to be up there in front of an audience of people who are open to hear what you're going to do, and then to be able to win them over with stuff that you wrote.
That you wrote.
From your feelings
That's
and
a
your
big deal.
experiences. Yeah.
That's a big deal.
That's the best feeling in the world.
It really, I write too, but I don't write songs, but I write for magazines. And when I get an email or a whatever that says that what I told them about that artist was cool, makes my heart swell.
Absolutely.
You know, even, well, February's issue of Soundwaves, you know who's in it.
Yep.
So it's cool. It's cool. But anyway, so you
Can
write.
I tell you a quick aside?
Yeah.
So it was actually, I was an English major in school.
Okay.
And I wrote for the school newspaper for 4 years.
Okay.
And I think I got one letter in that 4 years.
And was it a letter for good?
It was a good letter.
Oh,
yeah.
good.
But it made me realize that writing, which I still love to do, is a very solitary art.
Oh,
And
it really is.
Music, at least, the solitary part with the creative process. Then we have a collaboration with other musicians to record.
Yep.
And then we get to go out and share it. And
Right.
so that's actually part of what turned me on to music, was like, well, that's more fun. I can go interact with people that way, whereas otherwise I'm slaving away in writing and get one letter every 4 years. So
I have a problem with people. I like my isolation time. I do a lot of people a lot of the time,
Yeah.
but sometimes I just stay at home because it's way too people-y out there.
absolutely, I have those moments.
Morticia Adams said it too. It's way too people-y out there.
Yep.
And I'm good with that. So writing stories about you, maybe for April magazine, we'll be doing that.
Oh, awesome.
Writing songs about you, important, incredible musicians, because without music, the world would be flat.
Yep.
Without musicians, I can't function. I can't live.
Yeah.
So I write about you in my solitude and tell the world how awesome you are. What what a gift that is to me to give to the world. So anyway, let's not talk about that anymore.
Well, but it's all. But you bring up a point. It's all of us. It's the audience. It's the writers. It's the fans. It's the artists. You know, if artists were creating and there wasn't that audience, it would also be flat. So
right.
What's really fun about music is it's a collaborative thing between all of us. Every show is different. Every night you go out is a different experience. It lives in that moment and that moment alone, and that audience is going to dictate it.
So you also, besides writing music and performing, you're involved in a studio. And I think that studio is going to end up having a really big name.
We're getting there.
Talk about it.
Well, with my buddy Frank Fielli, we're actually working on building out a music venue.
Right.
That's going to have all sorts of cool stuff. So we've been trying to find more homes for original music. Things are moving along well, hopefully by the fall. And then in the meantime, you know, Frank has been a maniac about creating shows and booking things where we can all get together and experience stuff. We did 21 songwriters last year, which was where we had
25 21 songwriter shows booked for this year.
We got a whole bunch. Yes.
I think that's what I just read that today.
Yeah, it's
that he has 25 shows of 21 songwriters booked across, I don't know if it's across the country or across New England, but pay attention. This 21 songwriter gig thing is going to have some of the best musicians in the country, especially in New England, on the stage. Do it. Get to those shows because they're going to be big and they're going to be something important. And you're going to be, at least in the first one that's coming up.
A few of them, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, we're so lucky. I've been around a long time, and this is the most vibrant I've ever felt the music scene and community here.
It's amazing.
So many talented people. You know, you had my buddy Brian Titus on.
I love him.
Yeah, and he inspires me. He's so good that he inspires me. And I can say that about Frank Fielli. I can say that about Kayla Farnham. I can say that about Me Like Many. I mean, there's so many incredible musicians out there right now. Canyon, absolutely.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
She's coming in a couple of weeks.
Oh, awesome.
Oh,
but
yeah.
We're so fortunate that there is, you know, if people are out looking to find a new band, go out in the Connecticut music scene right now because there is so much talent.
Hot. It is hot. It is on fire. And everybody that's out there doing stuff isn't just doing it for themselves. What I see, and I think that's why the music scene is so hot right now, is, and I say we, and I'm really not part of that.
You are part of it. Come on.
Well, no, we all want everyone to succeed. And we're not just out there, well, I'm Lee Totten, I'm the best. It's like we are the best together. Collectively, we can change the world. And I see that in everybody that's out there doing this stuff. I know you don't know a lot of the people that I know, and I'm trying to pull all these different people together, but it's vibrant, it's hot, it's energized, and it's collectively all for the good.
Absolutely.
And that's the bottom line. I think that Kayla brings a lot of that into. She's so community-minded that she brings that in. If you could do one thing that you would leave as a huge legacy for the rest of the world to know about you, what would it be?
I think it's little things. It's you know, if I can be part of creating that community and supporting that community and helping others and creating spaces where we can go do original music, that's all I want to do, you know, because it's been such a gift for me. And so to meet some of the younger artists and to help them and you know, Frank and I try to do a lot of that. There's
Christina Meadows.
Yeah. Being a musician is such a multifaceted thing. It's not just writing the songs, recording the songs and playing. You also have to create content for social media. You have to book shows. You have to do all the traveling. And you know, there's a lot of folks who know different things, and not everybody knows all of it. So I think collectively together, if I can contribute what I know to help other people who may not know some of that stuff, that's all I want to do. It's just help the artists.
Well, I think that you're doing that, and I think that you're doing it in a really big way. I can't wait to write about you. I can't wait to sit and talk and gather more information that I can
make me younger. Can you do that in writing?
Hell to the no. If I have to be old, you have to be old.
Fine.
And you're younger than me, so let's just leave it at that. I have to ask you to take us out with a song. Thank you so much for blessing us with all
Thank
that
you
you
so
are
much.
and all that you bring to the music scene. And let's just keep it going. Let's just keep it going. I'm going to write about you for April.
Well, thank you for all
So,
that you do.
we'll do that.
This is a great thing to be able to bring so many talented folks in, so we appreciate you as well.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Take us out with a
All right.
song. And while he's getting to, you were tethered. Oh, untether.
Almost.
It's a thing. So, while Lee's getting back up to the microphone, let me tell you, there's so much going on. If you don't see music at least once a week, then you're losing. There's so much music going on. There's a big list in Soundwaves magazine. I know. Duh. There's a big list in Soundwave magazines of local places, local bands, whatever. There's a big music scene going on up in Middletown. Moose Burgers. Have you been to Moose Burgers? Go there. Go to Shayna B's by the Sea on Saturday and Sunday afternoons. Those are little tiny venues with really big food and really big bands, not bands, but singer-songwriters, groups, duos, trios. Go do it. Go do it. Support local music. Support local art. Mom and pop shops, not the big box stores. You know how I feel about that. Don't do that. Listen to Lee take us out with a song, and I'll see you all next week. Bye for now.
All right. Well, I told you before I either write depressing songs or drinking songs. This one is actually neither of those. But it is one of my two life philosophies, kind of in a song itself. And let's figure out why I can't get this in. Wrong one. There we go. That'll do it. Always something. Yeah. You know, one of my life philosophies is to make sure that we enjoy moments like this. We all get to share some time together. You know, like I said, every moment exists, and that moment happens only right then. And you know, it's fun to spend some time with you and the folks here at the studio and everybody who makes this happen. And you need to appreciate these moments because we never know how many of them we have. So you got to take advantage of them while you can. And my second life philosophy is that I have no idea what happens once we leave this particular dimension. But I do know that right before I go, I want to hang out with my friends and tell stories about all the crazy things we did and be like, dude, you remember that time? And then tell some crazy story in there. And as such, I like to put myself in situations where those stories can happen. I mean, just short of being arrested, of course, but, well, maybe with one exception. Y'all get that newspaper they put in your mailbox every week, whether you want it or not. And it's got all this town hall happenings and all the board meetings. And my favorite part is it has the police blotter. It lists every single person that got in trouble and a sentence or two about what they did. Friends, I'm here to tell you that I would like to make my local police blotter just once in my life. I do not want a sentence or two. I want a page and a half. I want a car chase. I want drama. I want excitement. Maybe a bank robbery. There's one nearby I've checked out. I think I could take it. I want people turning the page to see what happens next because, friends, when I get to the end of my life, I want to come in sideways. Sparks flying off me, smoke everywhere, parts and pieces in the air. I want to know that I lived every single moment with no regrets whatsoever. As I talk just like the prince, as I dance among the fools, I say I know what I'm doing as I'm breaking all the rules. I may beg you for forgiveness, just one second chance. I may get a little crazy when I talk about romance, yeah, 'cause you've been waiting for me, and I'm just starting to see after all of these nights I should never forget that we choose what we choose as we live.
no regrets, no regrets, no regrets, no regrets. 'Cause you've seen my highs and lows, and you've seen me laugh out loud, and you've seen me set myself apart and get lost among the crowd. Well, I may not be a hero, I may just be your man, 'cause I may not have it figured out, but I'm doing what I can, yeah, 'cause you've been waiting for me, and I'm just starting to see. After all of these nights, I should never forget that we choose what we choose as we live. No regrets, no regrets, no regrets, no regrets. Yeah, 'cause you're still waiting for me, yeah, and I'm wondering if I can believe that through all of these nights I'm just never to lose, as building the past on choices I choose, yeah, 'cause you've been waiting for me, yeah, and I'm just starting to see. After all of these nights, I should never forget that we choose what we choose as we live. No regrets, no regrets, no regrets, no regrets. Thank y'all so much.